Good morning, or afternoon, whichever it is. We've kind of taken it easy this morning, Chance and I. Okay, we're in the woods now. Come on, this way. We've got a track here. A track coming out the other day. Alright, so I got Oddjob's track right here. It's melted out pretty good. So we're just gonna get in here and we're gonna follow this main trail. There's all kinds of little trails going all over. We've got one over here. It looks like most of those tracks are coming down, but this is Oddjob going up. There's some of his cutting across. So what we have to do is the dog has to work through here and look. I stay on the trail. I look around the trail. We work as a team. Now the wind is shifting all over, but it's basically coming out of the west-southwest. So it's behind us, which makes it pretty tough because what we're looking for is basically ahead of us. So hopefully if we get past it, he'll pick up the smell and go. But it's perfect shed hunting conditions right now because you got just enough snow that I can see an antler on the snow really easily. But I can also see tracks in here. Makes it really good. So anytime you have these type of conditions, it's going to make it a lot easier on you finding a shed. The snow wicked helps because these antlers will pop right up, sit on the top, and they look out of place. Once the snow melts, they blend into the ground color and the sticks in the ground, and that's when you have a hard time finding them. So we've got another trail coming up right here. They're both going basically the same way. So he could have been on either one of these trails. So we're probably gonna, they all converge pretty much into one over here. Come on, bud. Come on, Che-Che. Let's go. Chance, let's go. A lot of times I like to get up high too. A little higher than the regular trail so I can see along the trail. See where the deer are going. But it looks like there's an Oddjob track there coming down. Hopefully we don't have to travel quite as far today, but we may. Chance just found a leg bone laying here. We're not very far in. It's from this year. It's not old. I'm gonna take it away from him just because he'll carry it around. Nope, leave it. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, let's go get it. Let's go find one. Come on, let's find another. Let's find another. Come on. Let's go find it. So you always tell them they're good when they find something that's a bone or a deer or something. That's what his job is. He's sniffing. He's working good today. He's got good scent conditions where it's damp and warm out. He'll be able to smell all kinds of stuff. So. He's actually working his nose good today. He's on the deer trail. They worked up through here. There was the other trail kind of cut this way, but went up on top of the hill. That looked a little older. So I'm kind of going to go with this one, work our way up the mountain. Find it, buddy. Got a house right here, down below us. The barn's up here. There's a field that's been cut over here. It had acorns, but I don't know if there's any acorns still there or not. But we're just going to work our way down this trail. I know this isn't does, because we have 0 does coming to the house. This is all buck. So hopefully, if he dropped his shed, we can find it somewhere along these trails. Last time he went up on top of the mountain over here. Which, to me, it just seems like where he goes, but I don't know. We'll just follow this trail and see what happens. I'm not doing too good with the camera today. Hopefully I can get enough footage out of this to use it, but I haven't talked to the camera in a couple of days now, and I'm not really feeling how awesome this is today. It is pretty warm. I guess that's a good thing. Okay, so there's a big deer track. That's him coming out. So that was him going this way, I think. Yeah, right here. So he should be, they could be bedded right up in here. Hopefully we find a bed with that antler laying in it. Just gonna keep following this track. You follow it enough days, you'll get to it, I guess. So he's gonna have to go over his place that he likes to go all the time anyway. And all the trails were coming this way. There was only one other trail going up over the top of that hill, but they look like all small deer. His big track came this way, so I'm going to have to go on faith on this. So, being chance, we'll keep following it. See, now here, you get in here and the track doesn't look as big. See this? That's where you have to check yourself and see if you're still on the right track. Probably not, because that's probably be him right here along the fence line. Yeah, this is his here. So he's got a small guy that's following along or with him, walking up through here. Now I found a bunch of sheds in here before, so hopefully we get lucky. As I was saying, I'm starting to understand this deer more and more as we follow his tracks. He's definitely acting like a big mature animal, sticking to cover. One thing he does do that's really odd, that I think I might be able to use to my advantage, is the fact that he likes to walk these ridges. Every place I've gone and trailed him so far, he's walked ridges. And sometimes right out in the frickin' open along the edge. It's almost like he likes to look down and see what's going on. but he's still doing it even after the rut. Can say though, one of the things he does do is he'll stay in the thick stuff. He won't go along a trail on the ridge. He stays in the thickest stuff along it. So he's not completely stupid. I'm not sure if he cut through this. Yeah, he cut right through there. Come on. Keep our eyes open. I think we've found the track that we're looking for, maybe. It looks like the right vintage. So what had happened was the night he came down, which was the 7th, was warm. The 7th and 8th were warm, so the track should be melted, but it has snow in it. And then it got really cold, so it should have preserved it some, which is what this track looks like. You can see it's got snow in it. It's not overly melted out. I'm eating here. So I'm guessing that's probably the right track. It could be a gamble because last night was the first night he hadn't shown up in like 4 nights. So, but it didn't snow last night, so, or the night before, I don't believe. Chance, come on. There's another trail that goes up the old road, which is just beat down. So we'll get up the top here and we'll look around. And what we might do is we'll come back down that other road. If that doesn't pan out, we have the ridge on that side. There could be 100 places he could have gone. So just he's sticking to this area here really well. This is his home. I don't want to get in here and pound the crap out of it too much because I don't want to push him out of here and have him change his pattern. So I think as long as we keep our distance, he can smell us that we're in here. He'll stay away from us. I don't want to get right on top of him and blow him out. If he feels that we're just in here just doing forestry work or something to that effect, he's going to bed down here pretty quick. He's stopping to eat quite a bit. He's browsing as he goes along. Hopefully the antler will be up here in a bed up on top of this ridge. But anyways, if he feels like we're not in here hunting him, we're just kind of goofing around, it won't bother him. It won't make him leave. And this time of year, they'll come back to this because once I have his sheds, I won't come back into this piece until May for turkeys, maybe, or I may not come back in here until after like June to put in stands really fast and then get out. But maybe not even June. I might put him in May. I mean, this guy's got a pretty well-defined pattern. It's not going to be hard to figure him out. But I know I'm on a good trail because I've got a rub line going through here. His track is pretty unmistakable. He's got the biggest foot of any deer in here. Got probably one of the biggest feet of a deer I've seen all year. Anyways, we're up pretty high here. We're almost to the peak. The peak's over here, probably another 500 yards up. We're right, the path that we took the other day to find our shed was right here. It just went right through here. They were up on this hill over here, and it's all tracked up in the last couple of days. Looks like yesterday, day before. They didn't go any farther though. They didn't go up in where we were the other day. It was over here in this area, up in that spruce that's up in here. That's kind of where we found the shed yesterday. It was actually right over there, over the bank, down the hill a little bit. So this spot here is a south-facing slope. It's got a lot of oak in it. We cut it, you know, maybe 3 years ago now. Yeah, 3. So it's like at that perfect stage right now. The deer love it in here. They can lay down. There's some beds here. Oddjob's tracks are in here. Looks like they came up here, they laid down, and they headed back. So we're gonna turn with them and we're gonna head back. They bedded over on the first lip, then they came up here. You can see where they wandered around quite a bit. There's tracks all over. We're in the right spot. I mean, this is top of the mountain where he beds. And we're on his track right here. I don't know if it's up here. I mean, I've found sheds in here before. I found a wicked nice match set in here. Probably, well, a long time ago now. But this has always been a great spot for bedding. Deer always bed up on this knob. So we're just kind of following this around the back side. They don't go on the very top very often, like up here in this clearing. It's generally because there's a lot of snow up here. So generally they go on each side, underneath the hemlocks to travel. We just traveled one side and didn't find anything, so now we're traveling this side. And these are his tracks in here. If I remember correctly, I found those other sheds were down here. Down on this bank. There was one and then another. They were only like 5-10 feet apart. But this trail just kind of snakes around the side back to where we came. I just figured we'd use this as a chair, a rail. We're going to use this because back there's a fence, big stone wall. Then it opens up into a big open hardwood clearing. That there was some tracks going out, but not his. There were some smaller deer going out there. And they use the trail that goes over the top on the other side and goes down in here, down to the back side of the mountain behind the lake. So we're just going to stay right in here, I think. And we'll go back and we'll work back down the mountain for today. I haven't found a bed in here yet, so I'm not sure where they were bedding up in here yet. There's quite a bit of tracks cutting back and forth. They may have bedded out in that open hardwood in the sun, but we'll do that on a different day because I don't want to spend a ton of time wandering every place when I got a gut feeling they're somewhere right on this hill over this way. So basically we're just looking for a fresh shed because it should be sitting right on top of the snow. Especially with the melt that we've had, it should be fairly obvious, just like the other one the other day was. You know, he dropped this thing a couple days ago, so we've only had like an inch or two of snow, and it was really light powder, so it melted right off. So right now we're back right where we started. Usually, there's my footprints here. He had a bed, which followed his tracks over here the other day. They're right here. His bed, one of the beds he uses is right here. See, he used this bed again. Pretty sure, yeah, this is the bed that he used the other day, and it looks like he's used it again. So he uses this bed quite often. Against his track from the other day. So we went down that way. He had a track that cut out that way the other day. You can see the age of the tracks here. So, we're not going to follow anything here because we know that these are all from the other day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here. We're going to follow the trail down the other ridge, and then we're going to get up on that other side and see what we got for tracks there. But this is definitely one of his spots he comes into. So we're not going to come back to this spot at all. We're going to leave this place right alone now, because we know that there's no shed right here. But he's been in this bed since it snowed. He uses the same bed over and over and over again. That's a good thing to know. Leave it. Get out of there. Come on. Let's go. You can see where he went this way the last time. Right here. Went that way. I don't know when that was. Let's follow these tracks and see where they go. That's newer. That's newer here. It's a little deer there. He went down this way. So we're going to follow these tracks. These are a lot newer. Okay, so nobody's going to believe this crap. What'd you find, buddy? Alright, so this is what happened. We're way up on the mountain all day. I can't find his track. I don't know where he went. I'm looking. We're going everywhere. We're not finding anything. So it's getting dark. It's about 4:30, almost 4:30. So we come back down, and I said, Chance, we'll have to go out and look tomorrow. So I'm literally less than 100 yards from my house. We came across the trail, and we decided to walk out this way so I didn't have to cross this ditch right here. As you can see, the ditch. I didn't want to cross that ditch. And we come right here, and the antler's laying right here. 100 yards from my house, last probably 75, 80 yards from my house. Laying right there for the last how many days. Nobody saw it from the road. I don't know how, but it's laying right there. I didn't see it. I let Chance off the leash so he could walk around the trail and go up to the house, and he goes over and goes right to it, picks it up and carries it over to me. Can you believe this? And I didn't get it on film. I just had to delete 2 things off my card because the memory card was full because I talked too much, I guess. So it's right here. We didn't get it on film except for now. There it is. The match. Right there. The match to Oddjob. Chance found this one himself without any help today. Chance finds it. What do you think? What do you say? What do you say, Che? Good? Yeah? Is that yours? Did you find it? You did. You found it all by yourself. Here.